Something.
That was First Lady Melania Trump making a major announcement from the White House moments ago. As you were just listening there, denying any ties. The late disgraced sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the First Lady also calling on Congress to provide Epstein's victims with a public hearing, saying Epstein, quote, was not alone. She talked about the fact that she had no ties to Jeffrey Epstein, was not introduced to her husband, now President Donald Trump, by Jeffrey Epstein, never traveled on his plane, nor went to his private island. For more on this, I want to bring in
Emote 1579033 emoji astonished.
Garrett, do we know the impetus for this statement from the First Lady? Why now?
It's stunning, Yasmin, and we don't know the direct impetus other than that we've been told that this was something that has been on the First Lady's mind for some time and that she had decided to speak out directly on it herself. The White House was not aware of the contents of these remarks, or at least White House staffers that we've been in touch with did not expect to hear this from the First Lady today. We knew that these remarks would be personal in nature, but the topic was kept a closely guarded secret until the moment that Melania Trump started speaking. It is extraordinary in that in these comments calling for justice for survivors, an opportunity to have their stories told on the congressional record, and defending her own reputation, she has breathed new life into a story that this White House has been desperate to turn away from for months. Frustrated at every turn, by the way, in which it continued to dominate the news cycle. Now you have the First Lady of the United States, who almost never speaks publicly on issues of this sort, doing exactly that with this blunt daytime address.
Garrett, we've seen her in an image standing alongside Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Donald Trump at the time. She referred to meeting him at a party in the early 2000s. There's the image up on your screens now. She's been mentioned in the Epstein files just over 100 times or so. But of course, that does not mean any kind of criminal wrongdoing being mentioned in those files. Important to note that. Nonetheless, Garrett, do we have any reporting to indicate that the First Lady had spoken with her husband ahead of these remarks?
None. No. Again, this was something where the topic of this was not known publicly, so there's no indication that I've seen of any conversation. I'd be shocked if she chose to surprise the President of the United States and her husband with these remarks. And I'll just say, Yasmin, too, as I'm sort of thinking back through what we just heard, her remarks here were, I think, what a lot of people thought the president could have chosen to say about Jeffrey Epstein, that they were in the same social circles, that there were these overlaps between the New York City, elite and the Palm Beach elite, and that they would run into each other, but that they were not friends. Sort of an acknowledgement of the simple fact of the existence of photos like the one you just showed doesn't mean any wrongdoing. It just meant that this was someone who she ran into. And indeed, Melania Trump has never been accused, as she pointed out, never published in any court records, never connected to any criminal or even inappropriate behavior by Jeffrey Epstein or Maxwell in any way whatsoever.
Talk about potential plans here to call more folks to feasibly testify on Capitol Hill when it comes to connections to Jeffrey Epstein, Garrett.
Yeah, look, in the coming weeks, we are going to see testimony from a number of prominent individuals who've been named in these files, including Bill Gates, Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, has been called to testify. Interestingly enough, in this moment, there's a bit of a fight happening among members of Congress about whether Pam Bondi, the now former Attorney General, does need to still come testify. Remember, the House Oversight Committee issued a subpoena to compel her testimony when she was still AG. It's Bondi's view and the Department of Justice's view that no longer should apply because she is no longer the Attorney General. The Democrats on that panel, and at least some of the Republicans, believe that, in fact, no. Even as private citizen, Pam Bondi was still involved enough in the decision-making around the release of the files that they want to hear what she has to say. So again, what had been a congressional investigation that was ongoing but perhaps had fallen out of the big sort of front-page headlines now pushed right back out there by the First Lady.
Yeah, a major announcement nonetheless, and surprising announcement, we should say as well, from the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, announcing that, in fact, she has no ties, no connections. Jeffrey Epstein not visiting his private island, traveling on his plane. never really meeting him outside of well-known social circles, both in New York City and Palm Beach. I think the major question now is, of course, will, in fact, the President of the United States be called to testify eventually, having seen former President Bill Clinton testify along with former First Lady Hillary Clinton. Garrett Hake, for now, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
He's live streaming IRL outside, on the street, outside of restaurants, in clubs, in the grocery store, in the pharmacy, literally anywhere that he can ping to a satellite for him to live stream, he's there. And he's live streaming himself approaching random girls on the street and getting their WeChats, getting their numbers. But he's different. He's different. He's not like these American pickup artists. American pickup artists, they gotta be in a suit. I'm like, sir, what the fuck are you in a suit? They always, you know how they're always like,
men don't dress up anymore. Men always wear sweats.
And then they're always like wearing a dress shirt.
Really?
And then you're just like, bruh, what's going on? This is like too much. And then they always got that mic. And then they're always getting out of their Ferrari. And then they're like, look at this girl taking a picture of my Ferrari.
Honey, I feel like that's like pretty outdated, but okay.
Because I feel like they're not around anymore.
Maybe it's just getting too protected. You know, back then it's like, drive my Ferrari. I think maybe people are already seeing enough of these.
Yeah, so I feel like we don't have any. But Tong is a different breed because he's got a very casual air about him. He'd be like kimchi squatting outside of a freaking grocery store, talking to his friend right next to him, and he's live streaming. He's reading the chat. He sees a cute girl walk by. She's eating a sausage on a stick. She's halfway done. She's eaten half of this sausage. He's like, where did you buy this sausage? She stops mid-stick and she's like, at the shopping center? But this is the last one the store had, so... The last one? If you can't finish it, can I eat the rest?
That's so smooth.
It's so alarming.
Really? Okay,
so
my
scary.
question though, he's super famous. Do these girls know who he is?
A lot of the times it seems like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, you come out like...
I guess it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, but it's still entertaining to watch, right?
Yes, it's very entertaining because it's so unexpected and it's so crazy, you know? It's not like, hey, you're pretty. You look like someone I used to know. Do I know you? You're familiar. No, it's like,
He's like,
what the
"Oh,
fuck?
can I have...
Yeah, and then the girl is like, I mean, she's basically chomping at it, so it's kind of weird, kind of germy, no? If you give it to me, I'll eat it. Why not? So then she hands it over, probably out of curiosity. He starts chomping down like it's completely normal. And she's giggling, and he says, I ate your sausage, so it's probably not too much to ask for your WeChat, right? And she's like, okay. He not only adds her on WeChat, but he adds her fucking friend that she's with.
Wait, so he's like, give me your WeChat, and he turns around, it's like, hey, let me get yours
He's
too.
like, you too, yeah.
You too, come here.
And as they're walking away, he gives Chat a glimpse of their legs, and he says, I don't like to show girls' faces because, you know, without their consent, it's just too much. But legs are okay because everyone's legs are similar. I'm like, bye.
What the fuck?
He would literally walk into stores and hit on the employees, and they will run out the store to give him their WeChat. Oh, and nothing about the way that this man hits on people, at least from the clips I have seen so far. But I mean, I have no trust in guys sometimes, but so far from what I've seen, none of the interactions feel uncomfortable. Like, none of these girls feel forced or cornered or like, oh my God, I need to give him my WeChat because I feel like something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's like awkward.
What's his aura? Like, is he just like a funny guy? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
pretty funny. Honestly, it's like he's too smooth that it's like blowing my mind. Like, nothing is. He's such a grease talker. He's a greasy boy. At one point, he gets a girl's WeChat, but I guess her scan doesn't work because you like scan a QR code, and she runs back out to him and is apologizing that she couldn't scan his code correctly. And so he's so nonchalant, and he's like, oh yeah, scan it again. And he gives her his phone, and he's teasing her like, how are you so careless? She apologizes. And he's like, it's okay. And she says, thank you. And walks away. And netizens are like, the fact that when Tong asks girls for their WeChat, they say sorry and thank you is insane. Insane. others are just talking about how unfair it is, you know? They're saying what's upsetting is that Tong adds 7 girls' contacts. What upsets me more is that on that rainy day, the girl didn't successfully add his WeChat. She chased out to him to apologize. This makes me feel so hurt, you know? One guy is using this to learn how to talk to girls, and he comments, I watched his skill all night. It's not that I finally learned. It's just that morning has come. Just the way that this guy picks up girls is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. He will approach a girl and ask her if she's in town to see her boyfriend. She's like, yeah. So then it's not weird if I ask you to add me on WeChat, right? Because you got a boyfriend. If you don't have a boyfriend, I don't want to add you on WeChat because it would feel like too serious. But now that I know that you have a boyfriend, we can add each other like ordinary friends. Like
Lauren Nicole
friends.
Lambeth.
Crazy.
She's so
That's
skeptical.
fucking
But he
crazy.
tells her, don't worry, I have a girlfriend too. Is that okay? She's like, you're so straightforward. I don't add anyone who doesn't have a boyfriend. So they start adding each other. And then at the end, he looks at his phone, successfully added, and he's about to sit down again. And he goes, I'm not going to bother you. Call me when you
I haven't checked the sound, sorry.
You look so different.
I know, I'm
And this
just
is
very
his tips
lazy
to his
today.
viewers. Always go after a girl with a boyfriend because now you're only competing
Do I look
against
that
one
different?
guy.
Also, I'm having
Not
like a
10
bad
guys,
hair
one
day.
guy is your competition. That's it.
Oh my god.
That's how he's hitting
I'm
on
not
a
really
girl.
into the braids.
One that is in comments and he's
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's kind of true, huh?
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
what
I
are you
see.
unlocking in your brain right
No,
now?
I'm
What do
just
you
like-
see?
No. I just
Do
think,
I look
like,
that
it's
different?
very creative. Like,
One netizen comment reads, this makes me so mad that he gets all the girls. I rolled over in bed, but the charging cable wasn't long
Now
enough,
you're
so I had
making
to
me
roll
go
back.
look.
It's just it's like a juxtaposition of how pathetic their lives are.
Why are you typing out my whole legal name?
What the fuck? He gets
I'm not in
all the
trouble.
bits, rolls over, but the charging cable is like, okay, I gotta
I
roll
think
back.
Somone replaced Lauren. She is kidnapped.
I just want to give you some of his
You say that
classic
all the
quotes, 'cause
time.
Tiffany is like, he's just like very
She is
poetic.
kidnapped by Sponge.
Okay, so let me tell you the
Kidnapped by
poeticness.
Sponge.
I just want to give every girl a home.
wait.
He'll say this to girls.
What does he sound
I
like,
haven't heard from
Oh my
Sponge in
God,
a long
Roland?
time.
Roland!
It does sound like Roland.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, yeah.
Isn't it the same?
Yes,
same
this is the
tagline?
same energy.
Oh.
Oh, and he also has a very weird family background. Tong does, okay? If
Yeah,
you
he is a
watch his
dickhead.
streams, he will go out and talk about his mom a lot.
Never trust Hun again.
Ask girls where they're from.
Him.
And the conversation
Never
goes something
trust
like
him
this.
again.
Where are you from? From Nanjing, China. What a coincidence. My mom's
I
from
gotcha.
Nanjing. Really?
Team.
Oh, yeah. Then another live stream. You're from Xinjiang? My mom
I
is
gotcha.
from Xinjiang. Wait, your mom is from Northeast China? Same. My mom's from there. But it's not even like geographically bound to one nation. My dad's from China, but my mom's from Myanmar. Oh my God. My mom's from Myanmar.
My hair's
You want to
super
hear a
fluffy
Trump
when
joke?
it's clean.
Yeah, my mom's also Korean. Yeah.
Sure.
What's your WeChat?
Hit me with your
You
best
studied
Trump
abroad?
joke.
My mom is from New Zealand. Some netizens joke that once Tong asks for the location of anyone, it doesn't matter. It triggers an automatic nervous response where he will automatically blurt out.
Here you go. Some joke music just for you. Guess I'm not gonna hear it. Okay, so now Restream wants to work when it wasn't working yesterday, or the other day. I'm never gonna figure out Discord.
What is the difference between Trump and a flying pig? The letter F.
That's a good one. That was a good one. Oh, I'm glad I brought my jacket today. It's actually kind of chilly. It's actually always chilly in here. Do a little. What are you up today to? What are you up to today, Cold?
Did you know that since Trump became president, the immigration is 4x times less than Obama?
Yeah, he gets exactly what he wants. Isn't that great? No. Suddenly no one wants to be American. Wild. Felt like I couldn't do. Oh, wait. What if I put it on this?
What did you think of Obama? He seems one of the best presidents USA had.
Yeah, definitely in recent history. But he's still a war criminal.
Do you feel tired? Sluggish?
Bush is a war criminal.
Is life getting you
They're
down?
all war criminals,
Do you
bud.
have trouble making friends?
They're war every single president since Nixon basically has followed the same agenda and is a war criminal.
Radio telescope, and some of the snow, the unavoidable flecks of light you see on it, is radio noise coming from the universe.
Maybe before that.
According to some astronomers,
Just not an authority on this sort of thing.
But he had a
I just know
legit
lot
Ahmadi
because I
excuse
like
for
to
inventing
inform.
Iraq and Afghanistan because of 9/11.
What if I told
Invading.
you that it was a made-up excuse so that they could restructure the financial economy of the U.S. Like, what if I told you that the United States did it to itself so that they would have an excuse to evade Iraq and Afghanistan?
So you're saying that America did blow up his own towers?
Yeah, it's almost like common knowledge amongst like historians and like intellectuals and like statisticians and like structural engineers and stuff like that. It's just like the propaganda is strong, brother. Like, haven't you ever heard people say that jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams? I also have a very sinking suspicion that October 7th was
I think that is out of order. It's common between theory people. You will not kill your own people and destroy your own city.
You're forgetting that they don't see us as the same as them. You're right. Me and you, we wouldn't do that. But you're holding them to the same standard as us. And I think that's the problem. We're just pieces on a checkers board.
You heard about the owner of the
NPCs in a
Twin
video
Towers.
game. Yeah. He owns lots of buildings on the coast of California. Ellsroy or whatever. Ellsroy, something like that. Ooh.
No, he was every day on work and on that day he had a doctor appointment.
Oh, convenient. There are a lot of people who conveniently weren't at work that day that are very wealthy, powerful people that didn't die. They just let the kind of wealthy people that didn't really matter that much die. This is boring. Mm. Mm. If he moves my computer far away. I need to work on my posture.
Blurt out that his mom's from there. Okay, you get into a taxi. Where to? Where my mom is from. Anywhere you say geographically, that's where his mama is from. Another netizen jokes, Tong's mother must be exhausted to never have a real place to call home, running around the world for her son. Some of his other famous one-liners include, look at a girl's eyes first. If she doesn't look at you, then look at her legs. Buy plastic flowers, you can reuse them next time. Don't rush into a relationship. Be friends first and see if her friends are prettier than her. If I ever become a monk, it's not because I've let go of sexual desires. It's because I think the nuns are hot.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cherish the good girls, but don't waste the bad ones either. A man can be broke, but he must know how to make pancake.
Okay, so Chinese saying is like when you say you're drawing pancake, meaning you're painting this dream to your girlfriend. Like one day I'm gonna be a millionaire and I'm gonna buy you a house and we're gonna go to this country and do this. You're basically drawing a pancake like
in the sky.
Yeah, are you hungry? Like here's a pancake, but you can't eat it.
Yes,
you can't have it. Some guys are really good at like drawing pancakes.
Yeah,
they just yapping.
They just be yapping about the future that's never gonna happen. He's gonna propose to you with this 5-carat engagement ring, and you know that motherfucker is still liking like 25 big tittied girls on Instagram, and you're like, okay, so great. And so he said you need to be able to draw the pancakes. Also, there is this absolutely unhinged night. Oh my god, I gotta tell you about this one live stream because I got sucked into so many different live streams. There's this one live stream where he decides, did you know a Ferrari has a front trunk? Wait, does it have a back trunk?
No, because the back is the engine. You know, through the glass, you see the engine.
Oh.
So they might have like a tiny little pocket in the front.
Oh my god, it's a Ferrari frunk. He got a frunk, okay? In his Ferrari, it says Ferrari trunk, but it's in the front, so it's a frunk. And he throws in plastic roses, and he throws in some string lights, okay? And then he closes it. That's the frunk. And he is live streaming this whole thing where he drives from a girl's house to another girl's house to another girl's house, and he calls them.
No fucking way.
Come down, I got a surprise for you.
Wait, he's like doing the same shit in
6 girls in one night. And so he calls the first one. She comes out and she's like, oh my god. So they take pictures of it and she's like, thank you. She's taking selfies and then she gives him a kiss. And then he's like, I gotta go to work. So then she's like, bye.
But he's live streaming.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know if they don't watch his live streams.
No, they for sure watches. Or at least some of them, no?
I mean, by the 6th one.
Yeah, they gotta.
Right?
Yeah.
But then, like, why would she come out?
Yeah. So is the energy like kind of just like goofing? Like, because he knows this is like clearly everybody's going to find out, or the girls will find out.
Have a good rest of your
Everyone
day.
knows this is like.
Oh, this boy will be on a date with a girl.
And hit on another girl?
Another girl comes up that he dated yesterday.
And
he's like, this is my sister, actually. So. You're my sister, right? And this girl will be like, right.
So it's like not that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's never like, because
no, these girls know what they're getting into in terms of like, I don't think anyone actually wants to date him. I think these girls are also trying to become live streamers. I don't think any of them like each other like that. Otherwise, I wouldn't think it was funny, you know? But he'd be driving around. He does this 6 times with the same exact flowers in the front of his Ferrari. Also, the flowers are very cheap. But in one flower, he keeps pulling it out. It's like white with black edges. And he says, it symbolizes the dark night.
黑骑士永远守护你。但这个是单独送你。黑骑士，这是单独送你。
好，那我就收下了。
Like, are you
I can go a lot bigger.
What the fuck is wrong with you? And they're all kissing him on the same lips. Is this legal? I don't know, but it's gnarly. One comment reads, "Bros, one night is more interesting than my entire life." Another salty guy says he gave 1 bouquet to 6 girls and got 6 kisses, and I gave 6 bouquets to 1 girl and never got a kiss. She doesn't like the flowers. She likes the flowers in the front trunk of a Ferrari, boys. Let's be clear. To be fair, a Ferrari frunk is anyone's weakness. But one more emotional netizen writes, a woman who truly loves you truly doesn't care about the color of your Ferrari. And that is the symbolicness of tone.
Okay, so here's what I want to know, right? Probably everyone has seen this. It's
Yes.
like when boys getting a Ferrari,
Yeah.
they think what the girls will react.
Yeah.
But the truth is, no girls even give a
Dong.
if you drive a Ferrari or not. But instead, all the boys will be like going crazy. You know, like those car shows?
Yes.
Like one Ferrari drives by, all the boys with their cell phone chasing behind it, taking photos. So it's like boys cares way more than girls. I just want to know, since, you know, mostly are girls watching, right? Like truly, if a boy pulls up in the Ferrari, do you care?
Okay, let me give you the lowdown.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say boy drives by in a Ferrari,
Yeah.
rolls down window. Hey, girl. Ick. Drive your small wiener somewhere else, weirdo. Boy drives around Rodeo Drive in a loop in a Ferrari. Super ick.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you ride a bike.
Right.
I'd rather you ride an electric bike. However, you meet boy, talk to boy. Boy meets you, have good convo. Boy funny. Boy not cocky. Boy chill.
Boo cocky.
Boo cocky. Boo.
Boo in Chinese means no.
Yes,
So
boo
no cocky.
Boo cocky.
Boo cocky.
Boo cocky, okay? Boy funny. Boy intelligent. Boy hot, okay? Boy says, boy want take you on date. You say, boy yes. Boy rolls up. Ferrari! That's great. That's not an ick. Wait, why? I'm just being honest.
It's like a nice outfit.
Yes,
Like,
it's
you-
that's
you-
a nice surprise.
You have all of that and you got style.
Yeah.
You have all of that and you shower every day. Like, that's good.
That's the bare minimum. Okay.
Right?
But, you know, you meet boy starts talking. Boy mentions first convo he has Ferrari. Not good.
All
It's
right.
got to be a surprise.
Well, let me know. Is that true? Like, is that accurate?
Wait,
right?
why do you want to know?
No, I'm just curious.
That's true.
So
Me too.
super curious.
Let me know in the
right?
comments.
Maybe this is good for the boys.
However, I will say, I don't know if I speak for all the girls. Car, make, and model do not matter. Hygiene of car matters most. Car dirty,
Yeah.
car stinky, disgusting.
I can see that.
I don't know what kind of hygiene you've got for your downstairs then. I don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
This feels like I'm going to get a UTI.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
the
sense.
vibe. But cannot be too clean.
Wait, why?
I
Or like they
respect
will
these
freak out
people.
if you like put a fingerprint on the window.
It's like the guys on TikTok where they get so mad when you slam the car on a date. And they're like, throw the girl out if she slams your car door. And I'm like, how else am I supposed to f***ing close the car door? It's
Yeah.
not going to close and lock.
Yeah.
That is just too much. That's too much.
Got it.
You know? But maybe I'm judging. Anyway, this guy is overly confident in a way that I guess is attractive. Like, maybe that's his appeal. I'm trying to understand. At one point, Tong is live streaming about how a viewer came up to him to take a picture with him. Viewer's taking a picture, and the viewer's friend is there. And he's like, I'll take the picture. He takes the phone. And then Tong is like, the fuck is this guy taking a picture like that? He's live streaming in his house right now. He's mad. He's retelling this story. He's like, the fuck is this motherfucker doing? Because he's holding the camera like this. Like this.
Upside down?
Yeah, and then this picture goes fucking viral. And Tong,
Oh, he showed the actual photo?
yeah, and Tong looks 1.5 feet tall. Tong looks 7 inches tall. From head to tippy toe looks 7 inches tall. And he said, I now realize this was a fucking setup. The guy who took the photo was deliberately messing with me, especially because the viewer is a tall dude. You know what I mean? So he looks even shorter, and the tall guy looks even taller.
在厦门那哥们找我合照的时候，那个拍的那哥们故意搞我，知道吧？他把那个他垫起来，他这么去拍。
And everyone's like, damn, Tong, I didn't know you were a short king. You know, and they're like making these AI edits of Tong. Because you know, like when Love Island Ace, everyone was...
That type of edit?
Those type of edits.
Oh
and so
my
he's
God.
getting mad. He's like, I look like a baby getting uppies, bitch. Okay, but he's not mad at the internet. He's mad at the guy who took the picture. He's like, bro, are you stupid? If you're over like 6 feet tall, don't let your friend take a picture like this when you know I'm short. Why not take a selfie with me? Why not take a selfie like this? It seems like we're really close, like we're friends. But instead, you gotta get your friend to take a picture like this? You gonna do that? You gonna do that, bro? You know, I should have known when he started holding the phone like that. I was confused, like, the frick are you taking photos like that? He finally sits back down. He's like catching his breath. Which is why I'm here to share with you my new product that I'm selling that I have manufactured myself. This is the height increasing magic weapon. You slip it into your shoe. It's an insole. I didn't want to sell height increasing insoles, but since we're talking about it, you know, we found many height insoles that were just, they were good, they were bad ones. We couldn't guarantee the quality. This one, I went to the factory myself. This brand is our own brand.
Every streamer is the same in China.
Every streamer.
You never know when they're not selling.
Yes.
This is giving the wedding tissue selling due. You know what I mean? Like everything is a selling opportunity.
Yes.
So good.
And he's like, because I have a lot of experience in wearing insoles, like this is fucking ridiculous. And he took that picture on the day that I was caught off guard. I wasn't wearing these. So you know what? What can I do if I'm short? I'm short. What do you want me to do about it? I can't do anything about it. Do you think I want to be short? One of the chat asks, can this be delivered to my door privately? Like not in original packaging so that my neighbors don't know. And Tong says, it cannot be delivered privately. Men should face their shortcomings. Okay?
长得矮那怎么办呢？那长得矮那怎么办？我想矮吗？可以私密发货吗？私密发货不了。男人要敢于面对自己的缺点。
Netizens are gagged. They're gagged. He also like does this thing where he tries to prove that he's not a jerk. There's a video of him standing out on his balcony and it's thunderstorming.
Oh yeah,
outside. Yes.
You talked about this last time.
He sticks his head out the railing, telling the live stream, I told you guys, if I'm a jerk, let the lightning hit and kill me. Lightning strikes right at that moment, and he runs back inside like a little cockroach.
我就说我不是渣男嘛，我就搁这站着，雷他妈这样都劈不死我，你就知道兄弟我是不是渣男了。你看我就搁这站着，我要是渣男，这遇到雷不把我劈死吗？对不对？你看这样子。
Jerk or not, he's not risking it. But also, he's pretty self-aware. There's this one live stream where he's trying to pick up a college girl, and she's like, "Oh, who's asking? What do you study?" I'm studying for a graduate degree in Nanjing. Postgraduate? What's your major? The law. He's live streaming. He just gets up and walks away. He's like, "I'm not fucking around with that. No way. Not a lawyer."
什么专业啊？
绿的。Nah. There's another clip of him that's gone viral where he's trying to give his employee a makeover. And he's like, come here. It's a dude. He's like, let me teach you how to part your hair, right? You part your hair weird. Let me teach you how to part it. He starts parting his hair. You need to separate it like mine. Like, see, like this? And he tries to redo his hair, and he pans the camera to the employee who tries to do it, and the employee's like, oh, I'm so nervous. I have dandruff. And he's like, yeah, who doesn't? So basically what you want to do, and then he switches the phone back over to himself, right? But because he's been parting his hair nonstop, it exposed his bald spot. Like,
No way.
really?
What the Wait, he has a bald spot?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like balding?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right at the center. And he pauses and he sees the bald spot. And he looks at his employee and he goes, you're fired, motherfucker. Go and don't ever fucking come back.
还好，别妈的你要开除我，你给我来，别去了。
Obviously he's kidding.
And that's why he pulled out, you can buy this wig?
You know, a lot of Korean guys use powder. And you know what? I use powder too. But
yeah,
they have the
yeah.
men version. I don't know why they need to sell like gender specific versions.
Has everyone seen those TikTok yet in China? There's like these wig selling company. They have all these men, like they shave their head bald in the middle. And then they will carry 10 wigs on their body. And they just throw a wig on while dancing. And then they pull it off, pull another wig on. It looks so realistic.
No, is that a source on? Have you seen that girl that has a hot take? There was a girl on TikTok that had a hot take. That was like, men that are balding should do something about it. She was like, because you know why? Because women that have something that men don't like, we are forced to fix it. Okay, we're forced to face it. We're forced to go on diets. We're forced to get cosmetic procedures. Men that are balding, all they do is fucking complain about balding. Fucking do something, bitch. Okay, we don't care. It was like her hot take, and all the girls are like, yes. So he gives the viewers a dating advice. One viewer is asking him in the live stream, how can I spend no money for a late night snack? I don't know if I'm innocent, Mr. Bukaki, okay? I don't know if I'm the innocent one, but I was like, what do you mean a late night snack? I don't know if he meant a genuine late night snack.
Oh,
if the girl is a late night snack.
my God.
So he picks up the phone and then he's like, are you asleep? She's like, no. Oppa? And he's like, are you free tomorrow? Can you treat me to a late night snack? Sure, it's my pleasure. But I don't have money to take a taxi. I don't want to spend money on a taxi. I'll pick you up. Okay, see you tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, see you tomorrow. He hangs up, throws his phone, smirks at the camera. I don't spend a penny. I don't spend a penny.
没钱打车，我不想花钱打车。
我接你。
那行呗，那明天见呗。
哥真帅。
一毛钱都不花。
He also just does like really incredibly cringe things where there's a clip of him where he takes his water bottle and like the cap is half off and then he uses his tongue to like take it all the way off.
What does that mean?
Oh, I gotta put the clip in.
Oh, so it's like he just slice it with his...
And then it like spins off. And like, again.
Is it hot?
You look amazed, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to gag and throw up. I thought it was like the most disgusting thing ever.
But he thought it was hot. And the audience thought it was just like cringy, funny hot.
The guys thought it was hot. The guys are like, okay, I gotta practice when I get home.
Crazy.
And then the girls were like, that's just weird. Like if you did that in real life, like there are certain things that you can't do in real life.
I'm just imagining her like, pass me the water.
Oh my God. I would genuinely be, honestly, it'd be kind of hot if he did it. But it's like certain things only work in books. Like he growls, you know what I mean? It works in a book. If you growl in real life, it's like, okay. No, that's not what the book. No, that was hot. So he also does these like very weird things. Like unless you're actively maybe ovulating.
Excuse me?
It's just weird. I don't know what girl likes that. Some netizens are joking that some rich guy would probably pay $1 million for Tong's WeChat contacts because he's got like all the pretty girls in every major city in his WeChat. Another jokes, 5,000 WeChat friends is not the limit for Tong. It's the limit for WeChat. And I thought they were kidding until I saw the iconic 7 Fairies date live stream. Valentine's Day. Tong in his Ferrari. Side note, I think he can afford this Ferrari because he doesn't pay rent. I feel like
also, by the way, 7 fairies, a Chinese
fable.
Yeah. They live in the sky and there were 7 girls. They're really pretty. They're called the 7 fairies.
He's in his Ferrari. That's how the night starts. And he picks up a very pretty girl to his house. Now, if I give you 7 fairies names, it's gonna be a lot. So I'm gonna call her Car Girl. Right? Because she's the only one that starts in the car. Okay. So he picks her up and she's like ready for this date. It's Valentine's Day. She did her hair. It's curly. It's
and
cute.
And he's live streaming the whole time, correct?
Yes.
Like the cameras like at the dash cam, just like...
Yes.
How long was the stream?
4 hours.
4 hours, okay.
It felt like 10 hours. Oh my God. It was the longest date of my life and I wasn't even on the date, okay? So he's live streaming on his phone. He picks her up. She's sitting there. Her hair is all curly. She's in like a cute little dress. She's beautiful. All the girls that he picks up, beautiful. I don't know what they see in him. I mean, whatever, right? She's like sitting there and he's like, well, I think your hair looks better down than up. And then he's just staring at her cleavage. And she sees him staring at her cleavage. So then he grabs his shirt and puts it right there. So then she's now holding his shirt to cover her cleavage. And I don't know how a Ferrari is set up, but she'd be struggling to put on her seatbelt. But like, girl, same, okay? Same, whatever. I know the seatbelt is right there. It's okay. It's like a dark mafia romance. In the presence of the man, you forget to do simple tasks. So he leans over and he's like, let me do it. And then he pretends to fall and shoves his face on her legs.
You're kidding me.
And then he's like very serious. He's like, you know, Ferraris are very low, so my legs get caught. Anyway, he turns to her and he's like, here's the thing about my followers. My chat is filled with just deranged, filthy, disgusting followers with no shame. You know, like, look at this chat. He's asking, hey, ask her what color her underwear is. Just so disgusting, no shame. You can secretly tell me what color it is. I'm not going to tell you.
Dude, that's
Okay. Yeah, so then he starts yapping about how much each flower he bought her is, and it's at his house that he's never taken a girl to. And each flower is $8 per single flower, and he bought her 99 flowers. I don't know how much that is, but that sounds like a lot.
99 times 8? 100 times 8, 800 minus 8, technically.
Okay. Do you drive an Audi? Nerd alert. But we haven't seen them yet. The flowers, we haven't seen them. So I don't know if this guy is just recycling flowers again. But they drive to his house, where he's again, it's just mentioning he's never taken a girl here. He's pulling out all the 9 stops for this Valentine's Day date. They get to his house. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Because in Asia, they got the little keypad with the passcode. They open the door, and a girl runs up to him. Whoa. This is house girl. We're going to call her house girl number 2. And the energy, the tension is palpable. The amount of times I had to stop this live stream and just like sit there processing the secondhand stress and awkwardness.
Really? What do you mean?
Because the car girl is upset.
Oh, so the house girl runs up?
Yeah.
What's her reaction though?
Like, hey, oh, hi. Oh, I didn't know you were going to have a girl here, but like, I came all the way from Shanghai to see you for Valentine's Day.
The house girl said that.
Yeah, and she's like very outgoing. And the car girl seems very uncomfortable. She's like, I don't even know how to react. The house girl already seems so comfortable here. Like, has she been here before? And she's got a playful, comfortable attitude. She doesn't seem phased that another girl is in. So regardless, he's live.
What's Tong's reaction though?
Just kind of awkward.
So he is kind of awkward too.
Yeah.
But he knows what's going on.
Yeah,
he knows there's a girl here.
Yeah, so car girl sits on the couch. She's on her phone awkwardly. Meanwhile, he sits 3 feet away from her with house girl. And these sound rude, so he's just gonna be called Boy now. Boy is trying to talk to house girl, who has been waiting there, and he's saying things like, "You're ruining this for me. You're ruining my date. She's really big boobs. I really like her." And he tries to tell car girl, like, trust me, we're not dating. Like, we're just friends. Me and house girl, we're just buddies. You know what I mean? Like, why would I feel comfortable with all of us being in the same room unless we're just buddies? Like, that would be awkward. Like, look at me. I'm not awkward at all. Right? Also, just like random question. Are you a C cup?
That is crazy.
And I can't look away. It's a train wreck. This is worse than Love Island. I'm hooked. Okay, so then he walks over, hands her a bouquet of flowers, which is clearly not 99 flowers like he promised. And it doesn't even look like a dozen flowers. And there's no way in hell that each flower was $8. It looks like 8 flowers that have been reused and recycled. And she's upset that he lied to her. She rips a petal off and shoves it in his mouth.
What?
Yeah, car girl. She's upset. She's like, you told me 99 flowers and they were going to be $8 each. These look like flowers. And he's like, listen, you and I are going to get married, right?
Whoa.
I know we're going to get married. You don't know this yet, but we need to be smarter about finances when we get married because I'm a few years older than you. So let me tell you, I bought you these flowers today and I'm going to buy you more tomorrow. They might not be that expensive, but we need to save money for formula and baby food for our future children, their education. There will be lots of places to spend money in the future, okay? She's like, you're so fucking annoying, stop talking. Meanwhile,
is she genuinely mad or?
She's like kind of mad, but like kind of warming up. She's like, I guess we are gonna get married. Okay, fine. He's asking the 2 girls if they have pets. He's like, oh, let me show you a picture of my dog that I used to have. And the girls are confused. They're like, that's a picture of your friend. And he's like, yeah, but he acts like a dog. And they're like, oh, okay. Bro, this guy is weird. One of the girls pulls up a picture of her dog. And he's like, see, they look the same. And I was like, this guy's insane. And then he pans the live stream to the picture of her dog. And I'm like, bro, they look the same.
Shut up.
They look the fucking same.
The dog and the friend?
Yeah. I see them walking on the street. I can't tell the difference.
Whoa.
So then he turns to look at car girl and calls her by house girl's name.
Oh.
And she's about to blow up, so he starts slapping himself. She's like, what's my name? He's like, Xiao Shu. Slap. What's my name? This reminds me of the Beyonce concert where she picks up the IUD. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my God, one of her fans. Like, I'm your cousin. No, she's like, are you my husband? And he's like, I'm your cousin. And she's like, what's my name? And he starts singing. And then, oh! it's such a good clip. Okay, anyways, she's like, "What's my name?" And he's like, "Xiaoshu, slap, Xiaoshu, slap." She's just like, "Okay, stop talking." But his saving grace is that house girl is on the other side of the living room, which is like 3 feet away. And she's like, "What's your Wi-Fi password?" And he's so happy. He's like, see, girl number one, car girl. She doesn't even know my Wi-Fi password. She's here for the first time. We don't even hang out together. She's not my girlfriend. And also, like, everybody knows I like big boobs.
我跟他真没什么，要真有什么他怎么可能，对吧？大家都知道我喜欢胸大，那么小麦的胸跟骰子里的奥一样，往里面凹。
That is crazy.
He's crazy. So then he's like, "You guys need to be friends. Let's all sit together." So the 3 of them are awkwardly sitting together, and as they're getting friendly, the doorbell rings. So they're like, "Oh, is that a delivery?" He walks over. In walks a girl with a bouquet of flowers for him. He's blocking the entrance. Meanwhile, he's live streaming, but she's all like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you blocking the entrance?" He's like, "The supermarket downstairs even delivers flowers now."
现在楼下超市还送花的呀，谢谢啊，谢谢。
But she pushes her way in. This guy did not even clean.
Does he know that she's coming?
Seems like it.
So he planned this whole drama to be unfolded.
Yeah.
And do you think the girls know, or is it like they half know, or they don't know, or they do know?
It seems like they half know, but it also seems like the girls are here to get, like, you know, their channels up too.
Yeah,
You know
okay,
what I mean?
okay,
So
okay.
it doesn't seem like I'm never for a girl feeling uncomfortable.
Right.
And it's like, I think they're all kind of playing into it as
Right.
the vibe.
So they're not like genuinely mad about.
It doesn't give me like you're cheating on me.
Right.
And you're like embarrassing me online.
Okay.
It's giving like kind of giving like they're all kind of streamers and like it's a bit, but maybe not fully a bit. Like I don't think these girls knew everyone was gonna show up.
Yeah.
But I don't think they actually like the guy like that. To care that much.
Yeah.
So then,
dang, that is some pretty crazy setup.
Yeah. So then the third girl walks
Playing
in.
with fire.
Yeah. And the entire place is a freaking mess. She sits on the couch, and now the 2 previous girls, and this is why I say it's a social experiment. Car girl and house girl, they were enemies. Okay? Third girl walks in, they're besties. Third girl is the enemy.
Enemy of the enemy.
Is my
bestie.
Exactly. And the girls are just staring at her, and he stressfully grabs drinks from the fridge. He tells Car girl that girl, we're gonna call her cousin. It's just his cousin from his hometown. That's what he says. That's my cousin.
The third girl is the cousin?
Yeah, but it's clear
crazy.
they're not cousins, right? Then he sits down with her on the couch, his cousin, and she's all, "So I'm your cousin." And he doesn't respond. And she's like, "Do you like the flowers I got you?" "I like it." "Are you happy with your surprise?" "Very happy." "And you also got me a surprise." Because, you know, there's 2 girls in the house, right? Yeah. And she's like, yeah, basically. He walks away. He calls the supermarket downstairs, and he's like, "I need 2 decks of cards to be brought up immediately because it's so awkward up here." Please, like, sir, you're looking at the last 5 seconds of your life, okay? And Car girl is getting agitated. She's like, "You told me, literally, right before we got here, that no girls have been in your house." He's like, "Yeah, no. And that was the truth. I'm talking about my new house that I just moved into. This is my old house. So I haven't taken any new girls there. So that's the truth. Yeah, I'm dead." House girl leans over, and she starts helping Car girl with her dress, like tying the straps on her dress. And he's live streaming them, and he's like, "This is good. Your friendship seems harmonious. There's harmony in the house now." And I'm like, what in the Sister Wives is happening right now? What the fuck is going on? I'm so stressed. Meanwhile, cousin is just sitting on the couch on her phone, and we are crossing so many boundaries right now. And I'm also dead at the fact that every time he drinks his drink, his live stream filter goes back and forth.
Oh, like his face shape changes, right? His chin goes. That is something. Like in China, I think the filter culture is pretty standard now. You know how even like TikTok or Instagram, like when you record video, you can turn on a filter to like smooth out your skin or whatever. But in China, it's pretty standard now. So it's like the face changing shape and everything is not even weird.
Yeah,
That's why they probably don't even care.
I will say there is, I'm not going to put this bit in because I'm not judging. I'm not judging because I use the beauty filter on TikTok as well, okay? But there was this one part in his live stream where he's walking, he catches someone live streaming, right? And you see their phone and their face on their phone that they're live streaming. And then you see their face from his live stream.
Oh, total
It's like
different.
four different people. It's like four different people conversing, okay? So he goes from doom, 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 doom. He's like mewing, puppy cheeks, okay? And he mentions that if he has to be honest, he did maybe one time sleep with his cousin from his hometown, you know? But because that's not his cousin. He's just
He slept?
like, you know, they dated.
He dated his cousin?
No, it's not his real cousin. He was just lying that that's his cousin. They don't know that's not his cousin, that's his
Oh,
girlfriend.
so he's saying this quote-unquote cousin, I did date her back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And so, you know, house girl is like, have you no shame? He's like, well, I swear, that's it. If more girls come, I'm going to jump off the 20th floor. You know, right at that moment, the doorbell rings.
Ding dong.
And he's so stressed. He's so stressed because he just said he's about to jump off the 20th floor. He runs to the door, opens it, 2 decks of playing cards. He's like, oh, shit. He's like, my heart was racing. He looks so stressed. He looks so relieved. He's like, oh, thank God, okay? Genuinely nervous. So then cousin comes to join them at the table. She's still on her phone. Car girl, house girl, besties now. They're giggle gaggling. I love how humans work. Our brains are fascinating, okay? At one point, boy kneels down to thank his 3 girls for supporting him. He's like, thank you for supporting my work on this live stream. And girl 1 is like, no, don't kneel. And girl 3, car girl is like, no, it's okay, don't kneel. Cousin is like, whatever, kneel, who cares? It's just a lot going on. Boy is telling car girl, trust me, nothing's going on with me and my cousin anymore. Like, it's not like that. Like, tell them it's not like that. Cousin's like, it's not like that. And house girl is like, can you make it more believable? And she's like, it's not like that. Okay, and it's just like dead silent because music is copyrighted. So he can't put so it's just like dead silence, okay? Dead silence.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
It's just like as the night goes on, you think it's becoming better. So all 3 girls, he's like catering to them. He's bringing them ice cream, candy. All 3 girls, they start bonding over their nails. So car girl and house girl are looking at their nails. Cousin is sitting on the side looking at her nails. And he walks over and is holding cousin's hand to look at her nails. You know? And car girl throws a candy wrapper at him, and then it gets awkward again. It just like quickly gets harmonious, and then it gets really awkward and uncomfortable, and then harmonious, and then gets quickly uncomfortable, and just the whole thing is fucking weird. So then the girls are like, can we just end this live stream and go eat hot pot or something? To which somehow the conversation goes to talking about getting hot pot, and he says, listen,
The
we're
chat
all
will
just gonna
talk
get
if you
along.
type
We're all
more.
family, right? So instead of arguing, it's better if we're all honest. Instead of fighting, it's better
Love
if we're
tour
harmonious.
H.
As a man, peace is precious, right, brothers? Why not emphasize harmony together, all of us? House girl is not feeling it, okay? She's exposing him in the chat. She's like, he made me split money last time I went out to eat with him. He made me pay
That's
for half the hot pot. So next time, oh yeah, you know what he said? He didn't have power on his phone because you gotta pay with your phone in most restaurants in China, right?
Yep.
But then I looked at his phone, full f***ing battery. So girl number 2, house girl is like, here's the plan. We're gonna run away from the bill because he's gonna try to make us split it 4 ways because we got 3 girls, 1 guy, right? And let's bring a power bank so that he can't say that his phone ran out of battery. The cousin is like, you know what? After ordering, we should just make him pay first before we even start eating. And the girls are bonding over how to do this. Meanwhile, he goes to go change his clothes, and I'm getting so confused because, first of all, there's 3 of y'all on a hot pot date, and you guys are planning on how to make sure he pays. I'm so confused right now. And then the door rings, and the girls go to get it, and in walks another girl. And she's here for Valentine's Day, and they let her in, and it's all awkward again. He walks out like he's seen a ghost, and he tells them that yes, he invited this girl, but it's his first time meeting her. All they were gonna do was stream together. That's it. This was a work event, you know? She means nothing to me. Nothing. And so he's like, tell them it's our first time meeting. He's talking to the 4th girl. She's like, yeah.
第一次见面是第一次见面吗？咱俩？
But it's not convincing. So he gets down on his knees and he's like, tell them it's our first time meeting. And she goes, yeah.
我们俩是第一次见面吗？
Car girl seems the most pissed. House girl is just trying to make friends and get some free hot pot at this point. Cousin looks a little agitated and he starts fixing girl number 4's thigh-high socks. It's like knee socks, and I guess they're slipping down. They honestly weren't. They looked fine. They looked fine. But he starts fixing them. He's like raising them up.
The third girl is fixing the fourth girl's socks?
No, Tong is fixing the 4th girl's socks.
Oh,
and Car girl is getting
damn.
pissed off.
That's
It seems
crazy.
like Car girl might be the only one that actually likes him a little bit, right? And so she's getting pissed and she's like, she can do it herself. Okay?
Really intimate. Holy
Yeah. So then he's like, listen, girls, just be yourselves, everyone, and treat each other like friends. I just want you guys to be friends. They start doing icebreakers like it's a corporate event, like it's a fucking summit, okay? Introducing themselves. And he's telling them, all the girls that I've ever known in my entire life are here with me right now. And then the doorbell rings.
Oh,
And
man.
in walks the 5th girl. But, you know, the doorbell doesn't even ring with the 5th girl. That's the bad part.
Because it was open?
No, because this girl knows his passcode. So
Oh
she
my
beep bops into his house, and in walks the 5th girl. And everyone goes silent. He reaches over. You know how cousin brought him flowers? He grabs the same flowers and gives it to her. In front of everyone. He's reusing the flowers.
man.
He starts singing her happy birthday. So I guess
Happy
it's also her
birthday.
birthday.
Did the
Okay.
other girls chime in or?
No, they're all just staring at this point. And he says he wanted to get her white flowers because they represent purity. And everyone is like, bitch, you got gifted those flowers. What the fuck are you saying right now? And girl 5 is also looking at him like, what is happening? And he's like, don't be nervous. Don't be shy. Everyone here, we're all good friends. It's all good. We're all friends. The girls are pissed, asking if there's more girls coming later. And he's like, how could there be more girls? There's definitely not more girls. And then another girl comes. Bro, this stream was stressing me out so hard. At one point, there's this really awkward confrontation between Car Girl and girl number 5, the new girl. The new girl is like, are you his girlfriend, Car Girl? Because he told me that he's just using this relationship for views.
Dang.
Car Girl looks pissed. And the cousin is like, wait, how come I didn't know that you guys are official? And Tong responds, underground, secret relationship.
Oh.
Girl number 5 looks at him. With her? With Car Girl? You're in a secret relationship with Car Girl? And he goes, no, I'm in a secret relationship with you.
All of you.
Like every single
All
one
of
of you.
you.
But don't tell each other, please. It'll get really awkward if you do, right? And so Car Girl is like, you just told me you have a secret relationship with her? What? And he's just like, I gotta go. Because his phone is ringing. And he picks up the phone. It's a girl. And the girl on the phone hears one of the 5 girls being like, who is that? And then the girl is like, who is that?
He's on speaker?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The girl is like, who is that? And then all of a sudden, it's like whack-a-mole. All the girls are like, no, who are you? It's like the Spider-Man meme. Hurry up. Okay. Nobody's giving an answer. It's just, hurry up. And then Tong is like talking to the girl on the phone. He's like, I'm at an HOA meeting with my mom. He runs into the bathroom and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm not with a girl. Oh my God, you're so crazy. I'm at an HOA meeting with my mom. Hangs up. Meanwhile, all of this is live stream. All of this is fucking live streams. And then once he walks back out, the girls are quiet again and they're looking at him. And he's just live streaming them looking at him. And they're just like, is that girl coming too? No. She's not coming. Why are you smiling then? I'm not smiling. She's not coming. Then the door opens. Okay. She came, so.
How many are we at right now?
Now I think we are at 7, yeah.
Okay, so
now,
that's the 7 fairies.
Yeah.
嗨，宝贝，宝贝，你在干嘛呢，小宝贝？
都是女孩子。
这几个啥玩意儿啊？这几个啥玩意儿啊？
For the next hour, they go out, they eat hot pot.
Oh, they went out? So
They
just
do.
him with 7 girls around
Yeah.
him?
And then
That
like while he's out, he's still trying to find WeChats.
Find WeChat?
Like get girls WeChats and shit, okay? At this point,
How?
it's just like become so normal that there's really nothing to write home about. They're just all kind of chit-chatting like it's a corporate event. Netizens start commenting. At this point, it just feels like a family gathering. It doesn't even feel weird. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. They're introducing each other one by one. They're bonding over things. And at one point, he goes outside and says, guys, I'm so for real. I'm a virgin. If I'm not, may lightning strike me. No lightning strikes. And he says, see, I'm pure. Oh, and then at one point, I think another girl was going to join them, but he was on the phone with her, and he says, don't come over to my house, babe. And he hangs up. And he's looking at all the 7 girls, like, so proud, like, see, I rejected a girl for you guys. And then one of the girls goes, what was the last word you said? And he's like, I don't know what I said. And they're like, babe? So I'm getting so confused. At one point, one of the girls is like, this was actually the most fucked up Valentine's Day. I demand you repent by kneeling on durian.
Kneeling on durian. Holy shit.
And he says maybe he will next time. And that's pretty much it for his 7 fairies date. It honestly becomes pretty harmonious. There's really nothing to write about. It feels like 7 friends and that loser boy that came along with them. The vibe is Car Girl and him are dating, but they're on rocky road. And they're kind of fighting. And then everyone's Car Girl's friend. Like, that was the vibe. If I came in middle live stream, that's the vibe I would think it was. I would not think that these are his 7 girls.
Oh my god.
One netizen comment reads, 7 girls are just the limit of the space in his home, not the limit of tone. Another says, these few hours were more exciting than my whole life. Another writes, when there were 2 or 3 girlfriends, it was very awkward. But when there were 7, it became harmonious. Another comment reads, first you solve the quantity problem, then you address the quality problem.
What does that mean?
It's like Tong's famous saying of, stop bitching about quality girls, you can't even find one. So he was telling boys, stop bitching about, I can't find a girl these days that's like not looking for money. He's like, address your quantity problem first. So they said this is in real life, addressing the quantity issue first. And this is the guy that goes on to create a large MCN company where he recruits other female streamers, where he dates them for views. And honestly, that could be a whole other episode. You know what else could be a whole other episode? Him meeting his first love on live stream. The girl that rejected him for an Audi, he goes
like
and meets
the
her.
actual girl,
Yeah.
or really?
So,
Dang.
guys, let me know if you want that episode.
Yes.
Yeah, but that is Playboy ancestor of China. Welcome to the Chinaverse, Tong. I really think that he has some wisdom to share. Girls do not care about the color of your Ferrari. Someone put that in some sort of sacred text that we bury so that one day when aliens come to find us, they're like, that's what humans were about. Let me know in the comments what are your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. There's this viral video of a Korean rapper, a female Korean rapper, rapping about pew-pews. She's literally standing there, white studio background, mic hanging in front of her, and she's like, da-da-da-da. Like, literally, she thinks she's shooting people with her finger guns. And let me tell you, this woman put every fiber of her soul into this song. Every ounce of her being was so passionate about weapons of mass destruction. You open the comments, everybody's giggling at her like, ma'am, your country don't even have guns. Ma'am, your cops don't even have guns. Ma'am, your country's weapons of mass destruction are K-pop light sticks. That's when I started laying in bed and I was thinking, you know that show that my husband talks about all the time that he loves so much? I kind of want to watch it. I kind of want to be bonded to him. I feel like there are a few things.
Oh my god.
You know, there are a few things where sometimes he'll like save a TikTok and then he'll be scrolling and I'm like, can you show me your hearted TikToks? And I'll like scroll through his hearted TikToks and one of them is in Mandarin and it's just a Chinese girl like picking, I don't know, a husband or something and it's funny and he's explaining it to me and then midway translation, he's like, you just don't get it. I can't talk to you about this. And then he'll stop. So I'm like, you know what? I will get educated. I will get educated in your culture. You have been so well versed in Korean culture these days. So I'm doing this for you. I'm not
pretty
even
well versed.
Thank you. I know. I feel like I'm more Chinese than you sometimes.
You're the expert of Chinaverse.
No, it's actually crazy. Okay, no, it's funny because we have nieces and she's like just now learning that we're Korean. And she'll like go around the table at dinner and she'll be like, Mommy's Korean, Daddy's Korean. And then she'll say Panda is Chinese, Emo Tiffany is Chinese. And then she has no idea what the fuck I am. She's so lost. She's like, I know you're my mom's sister, but you're also Panda's wife. So I'm like confused. What the fuck are you? I'm lost. And I think I'm turning Chinese because I'm obsessed with Rap of China. It's a self-explanatory name. I thought that's all I needed to know about this reality show. He said it's funny. Chinese rappers from all around the country come to the show to become the #1 rapper in the nation. The first summer that the show came out, the viewership for the reality show was almost 3 billion people. I thought y'all only had 1 billion people. Okay, so I looked into it. I'm
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah. The viewership for season 1 was 3 billion views. And in my head, I was like,
3 billion
3 billion people? You guys have 1 billion people. Did everybody watch it 3 times?
I'm dumb. They just combine the numbers of each video, of each episode, and that's the total viewership. Okay, I got it, right? But just to give you an idea of how enormous that is, Netflix's Wednesday, I love that show. I love that show so much. It got 250 million views. Rap of China got 3 billion views.
Dang.
So like most competition shows.
2 billion was from me.
Yeah, no, I think so. And then the other billion is from me because I kept pausing it and I kept going, Tiffany, what? And she kept going, you don't get it either.
And then Stephanie, in the process, found her new favorite song.
I have been listening to this song. Do you understand? I had to download not download. Am I 50 years old? No, I had to get this song on Spotify. I couldn't figure out the name of the song. I have no idea what any of the song is saying. And I'm blasting this song.
Let me explain to everyone. The reason why it's so confusing because the rapper's name is Chinese and it's like freaking 9 characters long. It basically reads, in a minute, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, no, but then the song, right? So then it took me like a business day to find the song on Spotify. And I was like, gosh, is he just not famous? Turns out he's very famous. He just has a complicated name. Then I started playing the song all over the house speakers. And I'm like, wait, if his parents come over and it's just like the dirtiest, nastiest song, like I'll f you all hours of the day, bend over, like ass up, face down, 10 toes in my mouth. Like I would have died. I would have been deceased. So I was like, by chance, honey, do you know what this song is saying? He's like, oh yeah, I run barefoot through the fields and a Foxfield glove windmill. Like it was.
No. Oh, the name of the song is like, I'm running barefoot in a field filled with like windmills and little pretty foxtail grass, and I'm holding the spinning wheel like little windmill thing on.
Yes.
So it's like a song about his childhood.
No, but you understand that's the chorus, but that's also the fucking title of the song. The song is like a paragraph. The title of the song is a paragraph, and his name is a fucking paragraph.
No, here's a funny thing.
Yeah.
Is when he came out, he's like someone new. Like the last couple years, he's like a new rapper. His name is In a Minute, You Go Home.
Who go home? Me or him?
His name is In a Minute, You Go Home.
Oh.
In a minute, I go home?
Wait.
No, it says, wait a minute, just go home. Wait a minute, just go.
So we don't know who.
Something like that, right? But the confusing part is when they reading all the rappers' names out, it goes, Little Stephanie Sue, in a minute, you go home. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, so, it sounds like I'm getting eliminated.
Yes, and everyone's like, I don't want to go be in front of this guy because it's like, I'm getting eliminated.
You're getting jinxed.
Yes. You see what he did there?
I see what he did, that motherfucker. Damn it. I need to listen to his song again. It's so good. It took me 5 million years to find that song. But like most competition shows, Rap of China, a panel of mentors, a panel of OG rappers.
Also, the show is kind of shadowed after the Show Me the Money. the Korean rapper show.
They bring a panel of judges, and there's eliminations at every stage. And the lineup is supposed to be just like a random bunch of no-name rappers, like underground rappers that come on and they make a name for themselves. Lots of people on there. Some of them are very weird elite talent. So some of them are like from Beijing University. There's like international graduates from UCLA, and like they're just like on this show. There's PG1, MC Jin, Johnny J.
Damn.
They don't sound like they could, but like their songs are good, okay?
You remember PG1 though, right?
I do
the
remember
whole
PG1, yeah.
Scandal, yeah.
And then, you know, the way he made it seem was like, gosh, it's so good. I click on the first episode. It's just like a lot of jean jackets and a lot of sunglasses and a lot of fucking Chris Wu. He was on this show, and motherfucker just always looks surprised because he's wearing sunglasses and he can't see, so he will peer over his sunglasses rather than taking him off, and his eyebrows will go up, so he just looks surprised. He's also in jail now, so that must have been a very surprising turn of events as well. Furthermore, if I can plead my case for a second, there are people out there that want to see my demise, that will relish in my downfall, who want to see me trip on a sidewalk and lose one of my front teeth, walk into a coffee shop crying because I only have one front tooth, order a matcha latte that I proceed to sip through where my front tooth used to be, and then knock the matcha all over, spilling it over my shirt. They wish that upon me, all because I don't like Chris Wu, a convicted felon. So to that I say, you need therapy. I also need therapy, but you need it a lot more than me. This and Seungri, I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, who hurt you? Exit out of this video. Go get your mind together. Go take a walk. You want a morally black love interest? Stop looking at felons. Just read a dark romance novel. Anyway, so he's on that show.
Classic.
They look really cool sometimes, and then sometimes they look like your uncles that are like sitting on the couch and you and your cousins must perform. And additionally, I have no idea what to do when people are freestyling, but they're all kind of like bopping like chickens, you know? I don't know if you're supposed to dance. There is no correct answer, but there is a very famous judge on there, a very famous man named MC Hot Dog. And I thought stage names were supposed to be really cool. I thought they were supposed to be really hot, but MC Hot Dog is on there.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, is 50 Cent like badass, right? Like
50 Cent?
I mean, just say,
I mean, but
Snoop Dogg's, come on.
MC Hot Dog, Snoop Dogg?
You hear the resemblance? Like,
no.
What do you mean?
Also, like, never say 50 Cent's name in vain. The that he does on Instagram is so terrifying. Like, 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Everybody loves you. Terrifying.
MC Hot Dog, you know?
MC Hot Dog.
Yeah.
What is he doing now?
He's still doing this.
He's still
He's
alive.
judging.
Okay, he's still.
Honestly, yeah, anyways.
There are 4 seasons of this show from 2018 to 2020, but none in 2021, even though it was one of the biggest shows. But that's also around the time that Chris Wu starts getting exposed for what he did, and the producers decide that they're going to just do a new spin-off show called New Generation Hip Hop Project.
That one's good too.
That one's good. That's where the song is from.
Yes.
Yes, okay. I want this song played at my funeral. I don't know really what it means, like it's his childhood, but I want that song. Your whole side of the family will be so confused why that was my song choice, but that's what I want. But they also stopped that show after 1 season, and then they go back to Rap of China, but they call it Rap of China 2022, Rap of China 2023, and it's a bit different. So the original Rap of China series, they've got underground rappers come in, and these guys, they're crazy. They've got crazy in their blood, in their DNA. They're like, I will punch you in the face. That's as crazy as it gets, but they will do that. So then later on, it diverges more into bringing in more well-known rappers, and they compete against each other. And it's just, I feel like the original few seasons are the best. That's what everybody says, because near the end, everyone's very polished. Nobody wants too many scandals. It doesn't feel as raw. It doesn't feel as crazy. And they also have a 2024, Rap of China 2024. That's what we're talking about today, because all the other ones are just Chris Wu looking over his sunglasses. So we're gonna do 2024. And it is an all-star mentor lineup. And there's this one guy that I'm obsessed with, and I think about him on a daily basis. And I think about one of his songs.
Which one?
Sheddy.
Sheddy.
We'll get there. So these 8 mentors are divided into teams of 2. So you've got Boss Sheddy,
Sheddy.
and Fang Cheng Cheng.
Fan Chen Chen.
Exactly.
the little brother of Fan Bingbing.
Yes, and then you've got MC Hot Dog. And I'm going to offend people, so you know what? We're just going to move on. From this lineup alone of these judges, you've got a crazy lineup. You already know it's going to be a dramatic season because some of these mentors are not only famous, but they are some of the most unhinged people you'll see on the internet. One of them is called Wowkey Zhang, and he is a singer-songwriter. His most popular song is, you know the song. You know the fucking song because I Show Speed knows the fucking song.
What? What the fuck you just called me?
Sunshine Rainbow White Pony. The title is...
He's not a rapper.
Well,
but okay.
he's on the show.
Yes.
And the title of the song is ridiculous, but wait until you hear the song because it is a very popular song in America. Even I Show Speed streamer Speed's fans recommended it to him.
No way that's a real song. You lying.
And it got really popular because he reacted to it in his live stream, and when he gets to the chorus, you know, nobody would know that this is actually a children's song in China because the lyrics are, why are you crying? Everything's gonna be okay. Let it all go. You just have to keep believing. Since there's nothing you can do, why keep hating? Why even care anymore? You have to remember you're that sunshine rainbow white pony. Now, the word that in Chinese,
I'm not gonna say it.
No, you're not. You're not gonna say it. It sounds like another word that we have in English, but it's not because it's a completely different language, right? And we also have a word in Korean that sounds like that, but it's not because it's a completely different language, right? So stressed. I am so stressed. You know, this year when Aisha Speed came to China, I'm gonna do a whole month on that, y'all, because it's so crazy.
We are here in China. No.
He even went on this variety show where he met with Wowkey and they both sang the song together, but it was crazy because Wowkey does not sing the chorus. Wowkey said
no way.
Wowkey said no.
You kidding me?
Wowkey did not sing. In fact, nobody on the stage sang the chorus.
No freaking way.
Speed was singing the chorus.
That's so good.
Yeah, and the comments are diabolical. The comments read, nobody dared. Nobody dared. Yeah. Another reads, this is the closest we will ever get to world peace. So, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it was actually crazy. When he went to Shanghai, a lot of his fans started just like playing the song on a stereo on the streets of China.
Yes.
And then Tiffany was telling me, like, what's crazy is that, I mean, a good chunk of his fans, obviously, they knew what was going on and why that song was, I guess, like a meme amongst his fans, right?
Oh, yeah.
But then she said, you know, sometimes there are fans that genuinely just thought that he liked the song. So they were like, I love that he loves Chinese culture.
I can see that.
So they're like, I love that he loves this song. And like, I love you. Everyone's like, what? So netizens were commenting that when Speed was walking around China, everyone kept playing this song for him and they called it desensitizing training. Yeah, and those are Americans commenting that, okay? So what the fuck is going on? Also, did you know that they call Speed hypothyroidism, bro, in China? And when he registered, and it's funny, we can laugh, because when he registered his Douyin account, his caption was, hello, friends of China, I am hypothyroidism, bro, Speed. So,
but like, it sounds weird in English. In Chinese, it's just like 假汉哥, it just means you're super hyper. Super, super hyper.
Oh, Tiffany told me it's because hypothyroidism makes your eyes too big.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I just thought he looks so hyped. Like he looks like he's going...
She said it's because hypothyroidism gives you a condition where your eyes get bigger.
Oh.
And his eyes are really big. So they call him hyperthyroidism. Bro, I don't know though. So anyway, I'm going to have another mods on that because it gets a little weird. But besides Wowkey, you got his mentor, Pharaoh. Pharaoh is also a crazy character. Aside from being known for his rap skills, he's actually more well known for being abstract. And I was asking Tiffany what abstract means, and she was trying to explain it. And she says it's like a really high class weird, like just like like really weird to the point where it could be interpreted as cool. Like you're just like out there. You're abstract.
Yeah, you're out there. You don't describe people like that, like.
If someone fucking called me abstract, like, I would probably cry.
Like a weird, but in the best way possible. In school, that's
eccentric?
No, No, abstract is better.
Yeah, but it's also kind of sounded mean until she was like, no, it's like high class weird. Yeah, and I was like an abstract painting in a museum, like a high class weird. And she was like, yeah, exactly. And then she's like, you guys are sometimes abstract. And I was like, I feel like that didn't mean something nice. Okay, Pharaoh is the type of guy who will video call his friend with a sheet mask on, and this is like a very viral video of him, and he's just bitching about how this sheet mask is too small and it doesn't stay on his face. You know how when you like open the sheet mask bag, you take out the sheet mask, there is that plastic part that you gotta rip away. He thought the plastic part, because it's thicker, it's the mask. So he has been late. He threw away the fucking sheet mask. He's been putting the packaging.
He put the packaging on his face.
Just microplastic on his face, yeah. And he was just so upset through this all, yeah.
Deadass.
In 2016, he even started his own rap group called Walking Dead. It's like a record label.
They're pretty good.
In the beginning, though, they barely had anything but a chicken brand called Home Original Chicken. Lao Shangji reaches out to them and is like, hey, you want a partnership deal? I don't know what they were thinking, but they were like, Walking Dead, I'm going to give you full collaborative control. You can come up with whatever song you want. And these names are sending me into a fifth dimension right now, because why is your Home Original Chicken, okay? So then Walking Dead, this is their first paid deal. So Pharaoh is like, I'm going to put all my energy into the lyrics of this song. So the lyrics that he comes up with are, motherfucker, I don't like Haagen-Dazs. I only like Lao Shangji. I only want Lao Shangji. If they don't eat Lao Shangji, I drag them out and put a bullet in their knee. I'm shipping the coup from Anhui to LA streets. Let every white man taste that Chinese heat.
No fucking way.
Basically, the lyrics were so vulgar that Home Original Chicken could not use it for a promotional song. But Pharaoh, he did briefly put it up.
He released it anyway.
And then he promptly took it down. And so netizens were like, oh, I bet Home Original Chicken was like, take that down, that's not good for you, take that down. That's what they thought, right? Turns out Pharaoh was very upset. He said, you know what? You know how much we got paid for that? After I rapped with my whole heart and soul, I offered to fly to LA and let all these white men taste Chinese heat. And you know how much I got paid?
How much?
$167. And we had to split it 3 ways. Which means we all only got $55. But then a few years later, this song starts going viral. And everyone was like, holy shit. This song actually makes me want to eat Home Original Chicken. And it becomes like a mini scandal because he gets exposed for lying. The company said, we did not pay you $167. We paid you more than that, you fucking liar. We paid you $835. Okay? But the middleman agent actually took the rest. So they actually did only get $55 each. So it was like a whole mini scandal because people were like, wait, he actually got paid a lot more. So he was lying. So he probably got paid big money for that. Like this was all part of the marketing. People were like, ooh, negative PR team on fire, the PR team cooking. Like there were so many conspiracies. But it just turned out like the agent was skimming money off the top and they really only did get paid $55. Yeah, so, and then the song did so well that Home Original Chicken and Walking Dead decided that they were actually going to be friendly, and they held a music festival, Original Home Chicken Music Festival, yeah, where they invited Walking Dead and Pharaoh to perform their chicken song. On the stage, one of the Walking Dead members strangely decided to just like hold a real chicken on the stage.
A real chicken?
Yeah, but he was like, you know, I don't know. I don't think he was mean to the chicken. I think the Home Original Chicken shop was probably mean to the chicken later, but like he was just, like everyone was like praising the chicken like it was like a cult leader, and I was like, I gotta get out more because this is crazy to me. They were just like, yeah, and he was holding the chicken, and then you know how like chickens, but like worse is like chickens' heads don't really move well, right? So like everyone's jamming and the chicken is just like
stabilizing.
Yes, stabilizing on the base. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot. It was a lot. The founder of La Shangji gave out free chicken soup samples outside the stadium, like because the only I want after coming out of the fucking pit at a concert, sweat dripping, feeling like the disgusting version of myself, is to get a hot broth of chicken soup. I've never wanted anything more in my life. That's peak living. I think every human is entitled to that type of experience.
Man, that's good.
So besides that song, Pharaoh also took his brain rot humor onto the stage of Rap of China, because sometimes you'll see other mentors that are just seated at the chair and they're bopping their heads like chickens to the freestyle raps. And then you just like pan to this tent. It's like that single person tent.
Like camping tent?
But like one person and you stand there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a bathroom tent?
Yeah, and then he'll like pop out and he'll just say like, I just needed a little alone time. Like, I'm getting overwhelmed. And then he'll pop back in, pop back out, and everyone's like, what is happening right now? Because Rap of China 2024, they just really be letting everyone do everything. The producers are just not in the room. They're letting it happen. And it's not even just them. There's this guy named Key NG. He's a whole character. So back in 2023, another rapper named DDG was gonna
DDG?
Yeah, he was getting married. And Key NG was out of town. And he misunderstood the whole invitation. He thought it was a birthday party. So he texted one of his friends, and he's like, another rapper friend, and he was like, oh, I can't make it to his birthday party. Like, what a shame. And his friend is like, what are you talking about? Bro, it's his wedding. He's getting married. It's not his birthday party. He invited you. It's his fucking wedding. So he's like, holy shit, I gotta switch my flight. If it's his birthday, I was just gonna wait until next year. But if it's his wedding, hopefully there's no next one. So he switches his flight, but he thinks he's arriving the day before the ceremony. So he thinks he's going to the bachelor party, which is at a norebang. So then he shows up
which
at
is karaoke.
Yeah, he shows up at a norebang and nobody's there. So he posts about it and he's like, nobody's here. And everyone's like, yeah, because we're at the wedding. The wedding is right now.
Oh, he messed up the date?
Yeah, he thought he got there the day before. So then he's like, fuck. And then everyone's like, he is the only one that would show up to a norebang expecting a wedding, right? So then he gets the address. Then he goes, but he's already too late. He misses the ceremony, and he's the last one to walk in. And it's like a very dramatic late entrance. And everyone thought it was actually hilarious. Like, they were really good sports about it. To make matters worse, this is not the first time he was late to a wedding. Last time during another rapper's wedding, literally last year, he walked into the wedding next door and stayed there for like a solid hour thinking it was the wedding until he realized, wait, that's not my friend getting married. His explanation for that was, I just followed the sound of the rap music. I didn't know that there would be two weddings in the same day at the same hotel, and they both appreciate rap music. I didn't think so. This man graduated from UCLA, by the way. And so to which his fellow judges ask him, I don't know how much you paid your way into UCLA. How can someone with your intelligence get in? So he's basically a troll. Yeah. And it's not just the mentors that were abstract. Before the show aired, Rap of China's official Weibo account would post mini introductions of the 271 different contestants, and all of them would finish reading the description, like there would be captions, okay? And then on the page or on the screen, and it would say text generated by AI for every single of the 271 people. Because there were so many people that were gonna be contestants, everything like glitched and it all just says text generated by AI.
What?
Yeah, it was just a freaking mess. It was a freaking mess, yeah. And then it started going viral before the show even started because they started making everyone do urine tests before the show because one of the rappers on the show had a huge drug scandal in China, and then they had to take down the season and they lost a lot of money for that. So they were like, from now on, you guys are all gonna pee in a cup and it's going to be very intense, right? But turns out they have been doing this for all the seasons. And everyone's like, hold on a second. So did these rappers who were in the drug scandals, were they not doing drugs? Or, I don't get it. Were they not doing drugs before the show and they only started doing drugs after? Or did they stop doing drugs so that they can do the show? What happened? Turns out for previous seasons, one of the nicer rappers that's known for being very sweet, very kind, very straight by the book, he was cornered in a restroom and he peed in like 10 people's cups. He peed in everybody's cups. He even has a whole song where he's like, I peed in your cup.
How does he have so much pee?
Yeah.
Dang.
So this time around, this season, they weren't playing around. They said like they're walking you to the stall and they're listening. They're peeping, okay? And the netizens are joking. Episode 1, urine test. Episode 2, blood test. Episode 3, STD test. Episode 4, marriage and relationship background check. Episode 5, tax audit. Yeah, one contestant even made a vlog about his urine test. He told the staff, I don't have pee at the moment. And the staff members reassured him that it was fine. And you can just take a break at the back until you feel like you need to go pee. So then he's chugging bottles of water on there. And a staff member is just following him to the bathroom to make sure his pee is his pee. Yeah.
Dang, this will not fly here, huh?
No. Yeah, so, and then Giben? G-Y-B-I-A-N?
诡辩.
Yeah, he was the one that did everyone's, he was donating his pee.
He's a teacher.
Yeah, he's a teacher. They say he's a teacher that caught the rap bug. That he loves rap, and so he was. He said, "You'll even flush your pride away, begging for bodily waste." He said, "The students were in the restroom begging for my pee."
That's crazy.
People were also commenting because China's so strict about the drugs, if the test comes back positive, are the police waiting for you?
Yes.
Is this actually entrapment by the police?
Yes.
This show is a 2-for-1. It's a twofer. Yeah. And a female rapper was seen exiting the hotel, and it said that she did fail her pee test. So we'll see.
Have we seen her since?
No, we have not. Yeah. Then there's another contestant that went viral because everybody thought she was the one that failed her urine test. Her name is Kitty Kill, and she did not fail her urine test, but she is known to be very, very abstract. They call her very strong brain rot humor. An interviewer asked her what her advantage was, and she said, "My advantage is I have a very big ass." I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
And her most iconic freestyle goes something along the lines of, "The next time you see me, you'll drop to the ground and cry, tears on your face as you sniff Kill Kitty's yoga pants high and dry." She just makes a lot of jokes about her yoga pants being juiced up. I didn't understand if it meant sexually or sweat.
I guess that's what's abstract.
Yeah.
about.
She said, "I wear my yoga pants every day, the same ones. I never change them because you're not supposed to until they're all juiced up. You want to wear them until they develop their own waterproof layer." And I really didn't understand. So she even has a song where she says, "Slip on my juiced up yoga pants that stank makes it lose it all. Sweet scented yoga pants that ripe aroma knock him out."
I'm Rebel Star. You know me? Gang shit, bro.
And I'm like, are we saying good things about your down there or bad things about your down there? Because I'm confused. I'm lost. Yeah, and she had a little mini fan meet and greet after this song, came out, and everyone was bringing her Lululemon yoga pants for her to sign.
Oh.
Yeah, they wanted it juiced up, so. 2024 Rap of China was just insane. There were reports that one contestant, they didn't even really come to rap. They came there to eat concessions. He had 10 hamburgers in one day, and he wouldn't stop eating. And then someone saw somebody's backpack. I guess it was one of those drawstring bags. Thought it was the trash can and kept spitting out their gum into somebody else's backpack. There was another guy who ate 9 different ice cream cones. And it was just a lot. And the guy that ate the 10 burgers, he was called out. And instead of saying anything about it, he decides to perform his next rap song at a McDonald's where he orders 10 hamburgers. And he's just jumping around making weird poses. And that's the thing about some rap videos. Why do you choose the locations that you choose? What is the reasoning behind it? Because I'm about to show you another video that is chosen at the strangest spot. Have you heard of Lod Memo?
What's that?
That's Nuomi?
Normie,
Yeah.
come on.
But Tiffany said in English his name is Lod Memo, but we're going to call him Luomi.
Normie is sticky rice.
Nomi, so cute. So he likes to try to fit that stereotypical. He's trying so hard to look like a rapper to the point where it's just goofy. No one's taking him seriously because he keeps saying "nam saying" after everything. Because he's trying to say, "Do you know what I'm saying?" I don't even think he speaks much. Does he speak a lot of English? No. Because I never know what he's saying. But he says, "nam saying." He uses it like a comma. For him, "do you know what I'm saying?" is punctuation. He always, if he doesn't have a response, he just goes, "Damn." Nam saying? Damn. Nam saying? Long time no see. Nam saying? Today I drank a bottle of juice. Nam saying?
Also, background on him, he just picked up rapping like recently.
He's a very like kind of a fun, goofy bro, okay? And he that's his whole vibe. And to the point where if you see on Chinese social media anyone put M3, like literally letter M, number 3, that means namsang. And it's because in Mandarin the number 3 is
San. M-san.
M-sang.
I'm-san.
Namsang, Namsang, Namsang. Okay, so people call him Mr. Namsang or Brother M3. So I'm gonna call him Brother M3 right now, okay? But he never really got much attention when he started posting his rap music online before that for China. Even after the M3 catchphrase was catching up a little bit. And then Rap of China 2024, he gets invited and he's so excited. But when he gets on there, he decided to pick his mentor as Shady and Fan Cheng Cheng, which is Fan Bingbing's little brother, right? And it was very obvious that he was very nervous. He wrote a piece about his grandfather. He mixed up some of the dialect because in China you've got like 50 different dialects. And during his performance, he was like ad-libbing. Also the fact that this is, you know, about his grandfather and the ad-libs that he was choosing. Like the song itself later we find out is pretty deep. But when he was first performing it on Rap of China, it's like, I miss you, Grandpa, skirt. And everyone's like, what? He kept going like, I miss you, you're the best thing ever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And everyone's like, what the fuck is happening? It just came off weird. And he was laughed at by the other contestants. Everybody, he's a laughing stock. A lot of them were mocking his hand rubs. Nothing. You know, and it was just very obvious that nobody took him seriously. And I think he was getting butthurt about it.
In China, the hand rubbing,
yeah,
they call it the mosquito hand. You know, the mosquitoes, they just like rubbing their two little hands together.
So he was mosquito handing, know what I'm saying? I really don't understand why guys do this. Can you give me the psychology behind this?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, guys love this. And like, don't get me wrong.
Oh, like
sometimes I watch videos of guys and I feel like there's nothing behind the eyes because why is it? I'm gonna go to Cabo and fuck some bitches.
You okay?
I don't know. So halfway through his piece, he messes up his beat, forgets some of his lyrics. Unfortunately, he does not pass the first round. And before the mentors move on to the next contestant, the mentor, Shady, he says, is this song about your grandma? Because the way he said it, the dialect, it made it sound like it was his grandma, not his grandpa, because in Mandarin it sounded more like grandma, right? And he's correcting Shady and saying, no, it's actually about my grandpa, but because I addressed him in my dialect, you know, you must have gotten confused. But Shady is just shaking his hand and say, they all see it as a joke, but I can tell that you're taking this seriously. Continue to work hard. You're an enthusiast of rap, aren't you? Everyone could tell that he was actually trying to comfort, you know, M3, but M3, because everybody else was just laughing at him, even when Shady is telling him these things, they're laughing at him behind his back. So he took this to assume that Shady's trying to insult him. Like
Shady's dissing him.
Yeah, like you're an enthusiast. You're not a talent. You're not skillful. You just like it. You just want to be here. So he gets rejected, and afterwards he starts posting a series of videos online like, fuck these people. Fuck these people. Shady, okay? Like, what do you mean? He told me to be enthusiastic. He told me to keep it a hobby. Like, what the f does that mean? And then he asked me, he dissed me, asking me if the song is about my grandma when I said it's straight up for my grandpa. And he was mad. He was mad. And so in typical rapper fashion, he decides the only way that I'm going to get through this trauma, the only way that I'm going to process this rejection is with a diss track.
Enter the most viral song of China 2024.
And he's going to film it at a playground. And you just see him walking to the playground. And you know how people make fun of East Asian grannies? Because they're walking through the park.
Smacking their arms.
And they're on these weird machines where you don't really know what the machines are doing.
They're thrusting in the air.
Yeah, he's thrusting in the air. And the lyrics read, Shady, Shady, I want to diss you, right? But he uses the word shady, shady in English, and then I wanna in Chinese, and then diss in English, you in Chinese, so all I hear is
Shitty, 我要 diss me.
Okay, 我要, I know this from being married to a Chinese man. 我要 means I want, right?
I wanna, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you want Disney? Like Disneyland? Disney World? What the f is this diss track? And he said, no. he wants to diss you, but ni is you, so it sounds like shady. He's like, this song was for my grandfather, not my grandmother. Who told you it wasn't for my grandfather? And that it was for my grandmother. Why am I dissing you? Why am I dissing you? Okay, basically like that. And then he just kept saying, shady, I want to, like, way out Disney.
I want a Disney.
And he makes this music video. He doesn't have a label. He doesn't have a team. Just filmed on a phone in a park of his residential area at the time. And you will even see that there are features of like regular residents in the same area. It's just like actually crazy. This becomes viral overnight. Like billions of views, millions and millions, hundreds of millions of views.
Probably billions of views.
Probably billions, to the point where netizens just like figure out where the music video dropped. And they go and find it. And the next day, half the internet shows up. They dropped a Google Earth pic on that shit. And they said Shady Disneyland. Okay, they said Disney.
They call this what is it called?
Chengdu Disney.
Chengdu Disney.
Yeah,
Chengdu
they call
is
it
the
like,
city.
yeah, so, but this area is quiet.
This neighborhood.
This neighborhood is like a residential, yeah. Like Chengdu Disney overnight. People are lining up, taking pictures on the exact playground equipment that he was singing Shady, way out Disney, okay? And people are coming up with their own rap musics. And then because they want to keep the location on when they post it, they'll take the pictures, they'll take the video, and then they'll all huddle to the side trying to edit the pictures and the videos before they post it and drop the pin at Chengdu Disney. And then eventually, somehow, like day 3, you get a whole Disney experience there. Like the Disney rides, you have to line up for hours.
Also, this playground, it literally looks like the most
basic Asian playground in a residential area, and lines for hours. And like Disneyland, you have to wait in the lines, and then because people are, lining up carrying these suitcases, because most of them aren't even from Chengdu. Someone said, I flew in from Fujian. Like, I took the bullet train for this shit. There were signboards, security guards stationed. Eventually, it got so crazy that the elderly retired woman of Chengdu decided we're going to do something about this.
Of the neighborhood.
Yeah, of the neighborhood. They got together and they said, this is too crazy. We got to, they said, we're not going to kick them out. They're having a good time. We're not going to kick them out. That's crazy. We're just going to make this more efficient, everyone. They've been waiting for this moment. These ladies retired too early. They were itching for a job, and they took it. They took this job, and they killed it, okay? So they start dressing up, and they're like, here's the line. The line starts here. They're yelling at people. People will get on there, and they'll go, Shady! Shh! Keep your voice down. They're not even taking cash. Yeah. I thought they'd be like hustling and like taking people's money.
And then some of them were like, stop screaming, someone's sleeping up there.
Yeah. In 1 hour, it'd be like 400 visitors at Chengdu Disney. And these aunties and uncles will even tell you, you stop on the road, you're looking at your phone, and they'll tap you on the shoulder and they'll go, Chengdu Disney is that way. Yeah. And a lot of the aunties, they got the joke, right? And they said, it's crazy. We only have one ride on Chengdu Disney. And they line up for hours for it. Other aunties, they had no idea what the fuck is going on, okay? They're literally looking at the song and they're saying, he's not even good looking. Why is this famous? And this song is weird. And these kids are dumb. Like they're saying like, I want to beat you up or something. I don't know. That's the lyric of the song. That's what it says. Yeah, they're all just crazy. And then people would dress up as Disney characters like Snow White to come to Chengdu Disney and get up on there and sing Shady, way out Disney. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. I mean, this is when people say we have Disney at home. And then eventually, this goes viral. Rap of China 2024 fucking goes insane because of this diss track, because of all the drama. And then people were very disappointed to find out that he gets eliminated very early on. So like he's not even on most of the show. And then the episode airs where he's not even getting dissed by Shady. And so he puts out an apology video. And he tells Shady, I don't want to diss you. I want to kiss you. So then that goes viral of everyone saying, bro, you sound more menacing, threatening to kiss him. Actually, this is fucking scarier, bro. Like, why do you look like that when you say you want to kiss him? You're scaring him.
Shady, way out kiss me.
And that was so viral. Everyone was saying that because of this song, the whole China wants to diss Shitty. The whole China is dissing this rapper.
And then now he's like, never mind, y'all. I want to kiss him. And everyone's like, the switch up is too fast. We were still in Chengdu Disney. Like, what's going on right now? And people are saying, honestly, I think Shady would rather if you diss him, because why you look like that when you say you want to kiss him? You look scary. It was becoming very intense. And then eventually he said that he was willing to buy Shady a ticket to Disney, like the real one in Shanghai and not the Chengdu one. So then he was like, give me your ID. And everyone's like, that's even scarier. Like, it's a whole thing, okay? And then eventually he blows up from this. He becomes a big star. He's got his own concerts. He had his own fan chant. You know, like, it's like a whole thing. Everybody's obsessed with him. And the internet shovel squad goes to work. That's what they call it, the fucking shovelers. They do this shit for free. They wake up, they get their shovel every day, and they say, someone's famous? Let me dig up some dirt on them.
Hi.
Let me do this for free. I got
How
a
are
lot
you?
of time on my hands, okay? They keep digging. They're excavating his past. They're like, we gotta find a receipt. We gotta cancel him. We gotta get a legal case or something, okay? They find out.
Yeah.
that before
Joshua's a
he was
masseuse.
here,
You know that.
he was
He's a
selling
medical
fruit
masseuse,
on
right?
the side of the road. And as he's selling fruit, he would shout
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
neighborhood
yeah,
residents,
yeah,
I'm selling
yeah,
pineapples.
do that, do that, do that.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Please.
My mom told me to come
Aren't
sell
they
these,
fun?
know what I'm saying? And when someone said, can I get it for free? He said, no, bro. What the fuck? My mom gave these to me. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when it would get really, really slow, he would try to start rapping on the street. He'd be like, aunties, know what I'm saying? There's a pineapple for free, know what I'm saying? Yeah. And before that, he did a lot of hard labor. He lived in a rural area, so he did a lot of construction work. He plowed the field. Oh, and there was like there was this moment where he was gonna get married, because like his parents had set him up in an arranged marriage, and the girl broke up with him, called off the engagement because the family was supposed to give the girl's family a cow, but the cow died. They didn't have a cow. I'm not laughing, but he was laughing when he was telling it because he was so serious. I'm sorry. But like the cow died and they didn't have the cow. So they couldn't get married. It's actually really sad when you think about like the price for a life as a cow, but the way it was just described, like deadpan, but also like a little bit of giggle of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the cow died, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's very hard. It's very hard to take it seriously. He just kept saying, you know what I'm saying? So then the girl was like, you don't have a cow, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, gotta go, you know what I'm saying? So then, and then the netizens were like, we finally got it. We finally fucking got it. A scandal. He used to work at a fast food place. He got fired. Tell them why he got fired. He was so hungry he stole a burger.
Aww.
I know. So everyone was like, damn, like all these other rappers, they've got some dark past. A lot of them do. But he just wanted to marry a girl. A cow died. He stole a burger. Oh, there was another job he got fired from because he fell off the scaffolding. And they were like, that's why he's a little abstract, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so they were like, he really has nothing. In fact, he's trying so hard to keep his fans happy that like he was like, wait, what's wrong with being in a relationship? And they're like, oh, you can't date until you're 30. So then he was like, fuck. And now he's overly serious. He said, "What? I finally made some money and I took my whole family on a trip, and I refuse to even be near my female cousin. Because she's my female cousin, but people might think we're a couple and take pictures, and I don't want my fans to be mad. I don't want my fans to be mad. So I just want you guys to know."
I think he took it a little too serious.
Yeah. And then
I think when people were